was only one ship.
One? Are you sure?
Yes. They called it the Pillar of Autumn.
Why was it not destroyed with the rest of their fleet?
It fled as we set fire to their planet. But I followed with all the ships in my command.
When you first saw Halo, were you blinded by its majesty?
Blinded?
Paralyzed? Dumbstruck?
No.
Yet the humans were able to evade your ships, land on the sacred ring, and desecrate it with their filthy footsteps.
Noble hierarchs, surely you understand that once the parasite attacked...
There will be order in this council.
You were right to focus your attention on the Flood. But this demon, this Master Chief...
By the time I learned the demon's intent, there was nothing I could do.
Noble prophet of truth, this has gone on long enough. Make an example of this bungler. The council demands it.
You are one of our most treasured instruments. Long have you led your fleet with honor and distinction. But your inability to safeguard Halo was a colossal failure.
Nay, it was heresy.
I will continue my campaign against the humans.
No, you will not. Soon the great journey shall begin. But when it does, the weight of your heresy will stay your feet, and you shall be left behind.
The plating was about to fail. There's viscosity throughout the gel layer. Optics, totally fried. And let's not even talk about the power supply. You know how expensive this gear is, son?
Tell that to the Covenant.
Well, I guess it was all obsolete anyway. Your new suit's a Mark 6, just came up from Songnam this morning. Try and take it easy until you get used to the upgrades. Okay, let's test your targeting first thing. Please look at the top light. Good. Now look at the bottom light. All right, look at the top light again. That's it. Now the bottom one. Okay. Everything checks out. Stand by. I'm gonna offline the inhibitors. Move around a little, get a feel for it. When you're ready, come meet me by the zapper. Pay attention, because I'm only going over this once. This station will test your recharging energy shields. Your new armor shields are extremely resilient, very efficient. Bingo! As you can see, they recharge a lot faster. If your shields go down, find some cover, wait for the meter to read fully charged.
That, or he can hide behind me. You done with my boy here, Master Guns? I don't see any training wheels.
His armor's working fine, Johnson, so shut your chilly hole. You're free to go, son. Just remember, take things slow.
Don't worry, I'll hold his hand.
So, Johnson, when you gonna tell me how you made it back home in one piece?
Sorry, Guns. It's classified.
My ass! Well, you can forget about those adjustments to your A2 scope, and your...
Well, he's in a particularly fine mood. Maybe Lord Hood didn't give him an invitation. Earth. Haven't seen it in years. When I shipped out for basic, the orbital defense grid was all theory and politics. Now look, the Cairo is just one of 300 geosync platforms. That Mac gun can put a round clean through a Covenant capital ship. coordinated fire from the Athens and the Malta, nothing's getting past this battle cluster in one piece. Ships have been arriving all morning. Nobody's saying much, but I'll bet something big's about to happen.
You told me there wouldn't be any cameras.
And you told me you were gonna wear something nice. Folks need heroes, Chief. Give them hope. So smile, would ya? Well, we still got something to smile about.
Drawn quite a crowd. If they came to hear me beg, they will be disappointed. Are you sure?
Gentlemen, we're lucky to have you back. Go ahead, Cortana.
Another whisper, sir, near Io. We have probes en route.
I apologize, but we're going to have to make this quick.
You look nice.
Thank you.
Sergeant Major, the Colonial Cross is awarded for acts of singular daring and devotion. For a soldier of the United Earth Space Corps.
There can be no greater heresy. Let him be an example for all who would break our covenant.
Commander Miranda Keyes, your father's actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of military service. His bravery in the face of impossible odds reflects great credit upon himself and the UNSC. The Navy has lost one of its best.
Slip space ruptures directly off our battle cluster.
Show me.
15 Covenant capital ships holding position just outside the kill zone.
This is Fleet Admiral Harper. We are engaging the enemy.
Negative, Admiral. Form a defensive perimeter around the cluster. Commander, get to your ship. Link up with the fleet.
Yes, sir.
You have the Mac gun, Cortana. As soon as they come in range, open up.
Gladly.
Something's not right. The fleet that destroyed Reach was 50 times this size.
Sir, additional contacts. Boarding craft and lots of them.
They're going to try to take our Mac guns offline. Give their capital ships a straight shot at Earth. Master Chief, defend this station.
Yes, sir. I need a weapon.
Right this way.
What's up, guys? My name's Hokey and this is the Noob's Guide to Legendary for Halo 2.
How's it going, Malta?
Stand by. They're latched. Check your targets, watch the crossfire. They're in standard formation. Little bastards up front, big ones in back. Good luck, Cairo.
You have a couple choices of weapons, but I highly recommend a battle rifle and a magnum.
Field of fire on that bulkhead. As soon as that door opens, let them have it.
Now, my preferred piece of cover for this fight is under the stairs, and this is the only time in the game I'll tell you to do this. Just use the battle rifle. You have enough friendly fire from your allies that you can actually take down their shields pretty quickly with them helping you and just using the battle rifle, and then finish them off with a headshot. Not to mention, you really don't have access to a plasma pistol. So there's going to be 4 waves. That was the first 2. Here comes the third one. These are the only 2 elites in the game that dual-wield plasma pistols. And then the 4th one comes through the door. A bunch of grunts and a couple of elites. Take them out with a battle rifle, same as the first 2.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
Then when you get the checkpoint, go back up here, grab some battle rifle ammo off the wall, and then pull out your Magnum, and then dual wield it with a plasma pistol. Now just because the Magnum doesn't have a scope like the Halo 1 pistol did, doesn't mean it's a piece of shit. Yes, it's fairly outclassed by the battle rifle, but when you dual wield it with the plasma pistol, it is an absolute monster at close range.
Glad you're here, sir.
So, with plasma pistol and Magnum in hand, you can elite combo this sucker here. Sometimes he'll be red, but if you knock out his shield, the Marines will probably take care of him for you, even if you can't land the headshot. Then there's going to be a couple more on the stairs here. Just shoot the elites with the elite combo and the grunts with the Magnum. There's going to be another group in here. EMP the elite with the plasma pistol, and then shoot him with the Magnum, or just let the Marines take care of him. That'll work too. There's going to be a couple grunts over here. You can either shoot them or just let the Marines take care of them. And then there's going to be a door that opens over here. Charge the elite with the elite combo, and then mop up the grunts with the Magnum. There's going to be a similar group on the other side of the room, so just EMP the elite, and then either you can shoot him or you can let the Marines shoot him, and then just mop up all the grunts with the Magnum.
There you are!
Quick response to security station 3.
If you want, there's a Magnum here to refill your Magnum ammo, but I don't recommend it because that requires you to fight this Pelican Bay at close range, which I would only recommend if you actually really know what you're doing. The much easier option is to use the plasma pistol and the battle rifle from up here, and then frag grenades on large groups of grunts. And then it's pretty much standard elite combo and headshots. There's going to be 5 waves. I think I'm on the 2nd or 3rd wave here. You'll know when you're on the last wave when you see a dual-wielding Spec Ops elite, and those are the silver ones. Now, I brought an extra plasma pistol with me, but usually what I end up doing is just jumping down to get a new one instead of relying on the extra one.
Orders in Section 7.
Hey, toilet boy!
Here comes the last wave. That is the dual-wielding Spec Ops elite. I tried to stick him as he jumped out, but I threw the grenade way too high. And sometimes you can get them mad at you, and they'll pull out an energy sword that you can use, but it didn't happen this time, and in fact, that strategy's kinda risky.
Hey, check it out. The Malta's already driven off its borders.
Malta, what is your status? Over.
I don't believe it! They're retreating! We won!
This is bad. Real bad.
What you want to do after you watch the Malta explode is come over to this door and chuck 2 plasma grenades. Now I got lucky and I actually stuck the elite, but the plasma grenades are actually for the grunts. And then you can mop up the elites with the elite combo. And then I highly recommend picking up the best 2 plasma pistols you can find and carrying them into the 2nd Pelican Bay. There's also battle rifle ammo here, which is extremely useful. Alright, so the 2nd Pelican Bay. This part's pretty tough. So the first things you want to do is headshot the 2 grunts on the plasma turrets over here. and then shoot all the grunts with the battle rifle, and the elites with the elite combo. There's not a lot of cover in this room. I like to work my way over to the door on my right. Again, there's going to be 5 waves, just like the first Pelican Bay. Now, my preferred location to fight this from is over here by this doorway. You can get a pretty good shot on them as they're coming out of the boarding craft. And there's also a battle rifle and frag grenades over here. There's also pretty good cover with this doorway and these boxes. And then you can even go up the stairs and get out on that balcony up there. That's not really recommended. There's not a lot of cover up there. Another thing you have to worry about is running out of plasma pistol ammo. Well, that's why you brought in extra, as well as the 2 grunts you killed on the plasma turrets will drop plasma pistols that you can then use.
There!
Here comes the 5th and final wave. You see the 2 Spec Ops elites over there, dual-wielding plasma rifles. But they're still vulnerable to the plasma pistol EMP, fortunately, even though a grenade stick won't kill them, their shields will absorb it. An energy sword won't kill them, their shields will absorb it. And they kill you very, very quickly with those dual-wield plasma rifles. So you can see, I'm running low on plasma pistol ammo, so I'm gonna go back for my extra that I left in the doorway over here. And look who's following me. Gold elite with a sword. Ah well, not a biggie as long as you've got a plasma pistol. There goes the last Spec Ops elite. Now there's 1 more grunt and 1 blue elite. Now if you find yourself in a similar situation, a better way to handle this would be to go back for the energy sword dropped by the zealot.
Uh-oh. Hey, they're leaving the Athens.
Cortana, assessment.
That explosion came from inside the Athens, same as the Malta. The Covenant must have brought something with them. A bomb.
Then they sure as hell brought one here. Chief, find it.
There's battle rifle ammo here, which I highly recommend that you pick up. And then I'll pick up the energy sword dropped by the gold zealot. Now what you want to do here is let them see you at one door, and then go over to the other door, because they'll go over to the first door where they saw you, and then you can ambush them. On Legendary, a lot of times the sword won't kill elites outright, but it will strip their shields, so then you can switch to the battle rifle and finish them with a headshot. Another benefit of doing that is that the sword won't use up battery power if you don't kill them. If you just strip their shields, you won't use ammo. Here you're gonna ambush one of these cloaked elites before he gets his cloak on.
Come on now! Is that a weapon or a flashlight?
And then the other one will come through the other door and try to sneak up behind you. But you can finish them off pretty quickly with the energy sword. And then I recommend swapping out the energy sword for a plasma pistol. Now I got lucky here. The Spec Ops elite was right there, and I could just melee him in the back, and he pulled out a sword. But the other one, that's why I brought the plasma pistol. Now, my plan here is to carry a sword all the way out to the airlock where it says authorized personnel only. So even if that Spec Ops elite hadn't pulled out that sword, I would go back for the one that I dropped earlier. So this is Habitat Delta. Start with the elite combo to take out the red elite, and then take out the grunt on the plasma turret, as well as the two others. Then go back for the sword, and then run across the room without drawing attention to yourself, and then take cover in here. From here, you can easily take out the grunt on the plasma turret, and and then find another plasma pistol to elite combo the elite. Next, there's going to be 2 grunts down here.
Fire team to Habitat Shelter.
There's 1. Here comes the second one. Then after they're taken out, I'd like to go out here and shoot the grunts on the plasma turret over there. There's always going to be 2. After that, I'll look for a better plasma pistol. You can sometimes find an unused one. And then I like to take out the group over here from this platform. There's going to be 2 elites and a bunch of grunts. Sometimes there's going to be a Spec Ops elite, sometimes it's going to be red, sometimes it's going to be blue. It's completely random. But what isn't random is that if you don't get a Spec Ops elite here, you will in the doorway later. So there goes the second elite, and then I like to chuck a plasma grenade at that plasma turret down there. Usually that will destroy the plasma turret, and the third elite won't be on the plasma turret, although a possible strategy would be to intentionally not destroy the plasma turret, and then the elite will jump on the plasma turret and you'll know exactly where to find him. Not to mention he's an easy grenade stick. So having retrieved my sword, this is the doorway I was talking about earlier. I like to start with a grenade and then jump out the window,
All hands, the pressure zone.
and then come back up the stairs. And then on my way, I'll swap out the energy sword for a plasma pistol. And then I'll just take out all the grunts with the battle rifle. And the elite with the elite combo.
All non-combat personnel report to evacuation station.
Sometimes they'll take cover out here by these stairs, so I'm just making sure they're not out here. And then I'll go back for my sword. There's also battle rifles on the wall on my left there, so you can pick up ammo there. This part's pretty easy. Start with the grunts with the battle rifle.
Come on, Chief, this way.
And then use cover to get closer to the elite.
I was almost on board when they showed up.
Don't worry, ma'am. We're on it.
And then kill him with the energy sword. Or just strip his shield with the energy sword and then shoot him with the battle rifle.
Thanks, Chief. I owe you one.
There's going to be a second wave that comes around this corner that you can deal with in much the same way. Start with a grenade. If you get lucky, you'll stick the elite. If you don't get lucky, you'll take out the grunts. And then you can kill the elite with the sword. So, this is what I was talking about before. Authorized personnel only. There's going to be 5 flying elites. The 2 that come in the door, I'll stick one and then kill the other one with the sword. The third one will rarely jump down from up there. So if he doesn't, your options are to either shoot him with the battle rifle or just stick him with the plasma grenade.
Sir, boarders have breached the fire control center. They have a bomb.
Can you defuse it?
Yes, but I'll need the Chief's help to make contact with the detonator.
Chief, get to the bomb, double time. Cortana, prioritize targets and fire at will.
Now fortunately, the flying elites are programmed pretty badly, and they'll just sit over here, and you can ambush them really easily with the sword and plasma grenades.
First echelon, you're with me. Blanket those cruisers. Take them out one by one. Second echelon, keep those carriers busy.
Registering all hostile vessels inside the kill zone. I'm going loud.
This is one of the few times in the game that I will ever use an SMG, but it can be pretty effective if you dual wield them and then just spray at the drones. It's a bit quicker than the battle rifle, as long as they're close enough. The SMG will kick upwards, so you'll have to be constantly pulling your reticle down, but as long as they're pretty close, you should be able to take out most of the drones with the dual-wield SMGs, as well as some help from the Marine over there with the battle rifle. Once the drones are all dead, swap out the SMGs for a plasma pistol, and then jump on this elevator, and then hit the button to send it back down. It's so slow that you want to catch it as quickly as possible so that it doesn't get to the top. And then just take out all the elites and the grunts with elite combo and headshots. Pretty standard.
All hands, report to evacuation station.
The carriers are breaking through, sir. They're heading straight for the Cairo.
Cortana, concentrate your fire on the first carrier. Admiral, do what you can against the second.
Everyone, form up. Follow my lead.
Now there are 2 unused plasma pistols in that doorway over there, but I like to save them for the finale. So what I'll do is I'll grab 2 plasma pistols from the elevator and use them instead.
The first carrier completely ignored us, sir. Blew through the Malta's debris field and headed straight for Earth.
As for the actual fighting, it's pretty simple. It's just standard elite combo and headshots. Use this piece of cover over here on either the left or the right instead of standing out in the open. There's even a battle rifle in the doorway. And then once one plasma pistol gets low on ammo, swap it out for the other one. And then there's going to be 2 more flying elites where I'm looking, so you just want to elite combo them. Pretty simple. And then once they're both dead, I'll go back to the doorway to pick up the 2 unused plasma pistols as well as some battle rifle ammo. And then that's what I'll use for the finale.
Just so you know, there are quite a few elites guarding the bomb. You may need to get creative.
Creative my ass. All you have to do here is the elite combo. So the first thing I do when I walk in the room is drop my 1 plasma pistol and then try to shoot one of the elites. Then I'll come over here on the left and try to get another elite. That's either the second one or the third one. I'm not sure if I got the first one when I first walked in. Now here's a little bit of common sense. Look at all the needles coming from over there. If I step out there, I'm going to end up a pincushion. So instead I'm going to use a little bit of redirection and shoot them from this right side instead. And then once they notice I'm over on the right, I'll go back to the left. And then this is why I brought 2 plasma pistols. 1 will probably not be enough, so then I'll go back for the other one. And then at this point, there's only 2 of them left, and they're hiding behind these boxes. So the one was an easy stick, and the other one was an easy elite combo.
Me, inside your head, now.
How much time was left?
You don't want to know.
Cairo, this is an Ember class. The carrier shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
Permission granted.
I know what you're thinking, and it's crazy.
So, stay here.
Unfortunately for us both, I like crazy. Just one question. What if you miss?
I won't.
For a brick, he flew pretty good.
Chief, get inside. Gear up. We're taking this fight to the surface.